a half, and every day I
Yeah.
finish at 2.
Okay. You're still going to the gym?
Mm?
Are you still going to the gym?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess same as Mickey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And how about you said that you had a class that is uh, drawing the human body, was it?
Yes.
Have you ever had a class called drawing the human body in action, like a person playing tennis, a person swimming, a person jumping? Um, any class like that?
Not really, but I saw a lot of videos of that concept, and that's why I know how to more or less draw that kind of poses.
Okay. And now, for example, one of the most complex part of the body to draw is the face, I think, because the face shows all kinds of features, characteristics. If a person is happy, if a person is worried, if a person is bored, if a person is so all the types of expressions you can represent by drawing the face accurately. How good are you at that, Mitch? I guess you're very good, right?
Mm, at face?
How good do you consider yourself at drawing faces?
Uh,
Like if you had to draw the face of any character, or if you invented a character, how good do you think you are? Let me say hello to Mickey. Hello, Mickey. Good afternoon. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon. I'm great. Thank you very much. This week was a little bit uh, chaotic because well, we were in exam, work, homework, study, that stuff. But okay, teacher.
Hey, you cut your hair.
Yeah.
You got a haircut. Yeah. Also, my girlfriend cut my hair yesterday, so I have a haircut as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not much hair to cut though, but the little that I have left, she cut it.
What
So,
a good cut.
yeah, well, what happens to me is the opposite that what happens to Sanson. You know, when Delilah cut Sanson's head, he became very weak. I think I became stronger. It's just an idea.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I was chatting with Mitch about drawing the human face, and Mitch says that. Um, do you think, Mitch, that drawing, for instance, the eyes can represent or can depict or can show if the person is happy, sad, interested, bored, anguished, stressed, relaxed? Can you represent the feelings by just drawing the eyes, or you need to draw the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and other features of the face?
mm, well, I think it is possible just with the eyes because, well, we can't have the proof all the time that we use only, how can I say, cubrebocas?
Mouth mask.
Mouth mask, thank you. We usually only sees the eyes, then we automatically know, oh, that person is sad, happy, anguish, stressed, and then not forcibly we have to saw the eyebrows because sometimes the hair of the persons cover those.
So you think that it's enough with the eyes to represent if the person is happy just by looking at the eyes, if the person is sad, if the person is worried? Is it enough to look at the eyes to determine if the
Mm,
person's mood is positive, negative, worried, whatever?
at the simple side, I think technically yes, but maybe some persons can act or force some of their expressions with the eyes that a person can think. oh, the person is happy, but they actually is uh, making angry mouth. uh,
Okay.
but generally, it can be. But more technically, we could need the other parts of the face.
I'm asking you for this reason. I don't know, Mickey, Mitch, have you ever gone to an opera play?
No, 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 no.
Never been to an.
No.
No, I never been in
No?
an opera
Okay,
play.
do you know what an opera play is? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is an opera play in your in mind, in your understanding? What is it?
Opera concert.
It's like it's like a storytelling with music and sing and that stuff.
Exactly, exactly. Is it normally comic or dramatic? What in your what you understand, what you think?
Could be
Uh,
both.
yeah, I think that is the are both right.
Yeah, there are both types of operas. Many of them are dramatic, like the ones by Verdi, Puccini, etc. There is one called Pagliacci. Pagliacci is an opera that talks about clowns. You know what a clown is?
Payaso.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually the name of the opera, Pagliacci, clowns, right? And well, can you please Google really quick what the plot of Pagliacci is?
Yeah.
Really, just a general idea, very simple idea of what the opera is about, Pagliacci. It's very dramatic, and the reason why this is connected to the topic of drawing faces is because the clown eventually has to sing an area called Vesti la Giuba, which is very famous, and Pavarotti sang that song beautifully. And he just found his wife
No, no, no,
cheating
no.
on him. And in the middle of that bad news, he has to represent the role of a clown. So he has to smile and laugh and make jokes with all the pain inside. So you kind of represent. Okay, go, Mickey. Go ahead, please, Mickey.
Oh no, sure. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so he has to represent a happy role with all the pain and the pain inside. So it's very it's an epic aria actually. I don't know if you were able to find the plot of Pagliacci.
Yes.
Can
I
you?
was I was trying to fix. First of all, I was trying to fix my microphone on my laptop because now I'm the selfie.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't know. It's a book. But I found here the plot of Pagliacci.
Can you summarize it, please, Mickey, Mitch, if you have it?
Pagliacci, translation to English is clowns. It's an Italian opera in a prologue and two acts with music and libretto by Ruggero Leoncavallo.
Leoncavallo, yeah.
Leoncavallo. The opera tells the tale of Canio, actor and leader of a commedia dell'arte theatrical company, who murders his wife Neda and her lover Silvio on stage during a performance. Eh, Pagliacci premiered at the Teatro del Verme in Milan on 21 May 1892 and conducted by Arturo Toscanini with Adelina Stelhu as Neda, Fiorello Giraud as Canio, Victor Maurel as Antonio, and Mario Ancona as Silvio. Um, yeah, and here's the synopsis of the two acts.
Okay, very good. Well, one of the most um, famous arias is exactly this one, which is very short. I think it's some 1 minute. And let me just remove the commercials here. I wanted to share this with you, Mickey, Mitch.
Thank you.
And it has English subtitles. The song is in Italian. The aria is in Italian. What is 30 seconds? Let me this thing. Yeah, it's no, it's 4 minutes, but I'll make it short. Vesti la Juba. Okay, here. I'd like to share this with you. We're not gonna see the 4 minutes. We're gonna see only like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I think it only lasts 2 or 3 minutes, no more than that. Let's take a look. Yeah, put on the costume. Vesti la Juba. You have to dress as a clown. He has to dress as a clown when he is in pain. He has this deep pain that he found his wife cheating on him, and he is a clown for profession, and he has to go on stage and sing that, right? And it talks about how sometimes we have to pretend something which is not real, right? We are in pain and we have to laugh and we have to smile, and we are not authentic, right? That's why this opera is so famous and so dramatic. So can I share this with you guys, and let's look at the first 2 3 minutes. We read the subtitles and then we discuss a little bit about that. Can we?
Yes, sure.
Okay,
Sure, sure.
let me send you the link to the opera. Please take a look at it. Let's look at the first 2 3 minutes. I listen to your audio and then
¿Cómo? Ahorita voy.
read the subtitles,
Can
please.
you can't you present the
The
opera?
screen, yes, yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, yes. Do you want me to show the audio too, or only the video? Because sometimes the audio is not very good, or also the audio, Mitch.
Both.
Both,
Uh,
okay,
uh,
okay. So here we go. Vesti la Juba. Put on the costume.
It's Pavarotti.
Pagliacci, the clowns. Oh, commercials. No way. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought sometimes commercials get in the middle. People pay and they want to laugh. Colombina is his wife, and the Harlequin is the man that was cheating on them.
Mm-hmm.
The grief is la pena, the grief that poisons your heart. Well, that's it. Okay. Well, working as a clown should be a hard job, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the thing is that he found he found his wife cheating on him, and then he still had to go and perform as a clown. So pretending to be laughing, he was really in deep pain inside. The grief. The word is the grief, la pena, right? The grief is a very strong word for sorrow. You say grief or sorrow, sorrow, right? Both are the same words. They represent the same. And so a person, when you draw a person, when you are using your art to represent the true feelings of a person, it gets really, I think, because I'm not an artist, but you, Mitch, you draw, you represent the feelings, the emotions of people in a piece of paper or in a piece of cloth. It really takes, I mean, shouldn't be a statement but a question. What does it take you to represent with fidelity what the person is thinking, feeling, expecting? How do you do that?
Not gonna lie that it's very difficult to express really different expression of each picture. Mostly if you don't know how the other person felt in that moment. But I think you have to do a research and try to put yourself in their shoes to try to feel something similar that they felt in that time, then try to plus it in a canvas. Then but it's I personally I don't consider that part easy. I love the part when I paint, but when I have to try to represent that expression, I think is the most difficult.
Well, I should agree with you. Absolutely, totally, 100%. And it's not only when you transfer those feelings into a canvas, but also when you manage a corporation, when you chat with people, when you make a negotiation. Actually, I don't know if you ever saw that chapter, Mickey, with this British negotiator, American negotiator that negotiated with terrorists. He used to work for the FBI. Did I send you that clip one day?
Yeah. This man is Chris Bass.
Okay, exactly. That's him. That's him, Chris Voss. And he did the same. When he negotiated, he tried to read the emotions of people, and that was what gave him a huge advantage. By reading the emotions correctly of a person, he was able to go to a common goal. Right? It's not that people always want money. Sometimes they want to have how do you say this, recognition.
Yeah.
They want to be renowned and honored as brave, valiant people. So it's not always money. And if we're able to understand those feelings in a person, we have gone a long way ahead. But well, this was just the beginning of our discussion. But thank you very much for commenting on that. Uh, I'd like to work to continue working on our grammar book, if it's okay with you guys.
Yes,
I
sure.
believe we were in Unit 16, weren't we?
I don't
Hmm.
remember, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that we're in Unix 16.
Yeah, drop in, visit unexpectedly. We made some progress here. I think we had already done this. We talked about, I particularly like Mexican Indian cuisine. Did we do this? Did we see the verbs? Bake, chop.
Yeah,
We
we
did
did it.
this, right?
Mhm.
We did it. And so actually we might even be
Hola, hola,
beyond.
hola, hola.
All right, let's see. 17. Oh no, I think we haven't done Unit 17, which is a very technical section, but it's very important too. I think it's here where we are. Unit 17. because we finished unit 16, I think. Okay. So can we start here, please? Can we read the beginning, Mitch, please? In form of infinitive, prefer, will, rather, had, better, as
Mm,
infinitive.
ing form or infinitive prefer, would rather, had better infinitives of purpose.
Okay. And then let's read the next section, Mickey, please. Can you verb, noun, adjective, phrase? Here. Okay. Okay.
There's a noise, teacher, because I moved to my now. Yeah. Um, I try to use my computer and my cell phone at the same time, but it sounds like an interference. So, the which one, teacher? Sorry.
Yes, let's go with the section that says verb, noun, adjective, phrase.
Verb, noun, adjective, phrase plus ing form.
Yes, please. And then the
Uh,
next, some verb, noun.
Verb, noun, and adjective phrases are usually followed by the ing form. I finished writing my essay. These include
Okay, and we have a list of verbs that can be followed by the verb in gerund. Let's read one at a time and then make a phrase. For example, I do the first one. I admit eating maybe too much sometimes. When my girlfriend cooks for me, I admit overeating. I eat a lot, but then I admit overeating. I use the eat in gerund form. And then let's do one with appreciate. Mitch or Mickey, please.
is Mitch turn.
Yeah, Mitch, if you would do an example with I appreciate whatever.
Mm, I appreciate with any of the other words.
No, no, no. You add a verb in gerund after appreciate. For example, I appreciate studying at Instituto, or I appreciate helping my brother with promotion or whatever.
Mm,
Whatever you appreciate, something that you like with a verb in gerund.
I appreciate um, cooking for the people that I care.
Ah, that's very nice. With the void, Mickey, please.
Hmm. Will be I avoid dancing in the parties.
You avoid that, okay? I can help talking too much with family and friends. I need to go down in talking. I talk too much. I can't help talking too much with family or friends.
Mitch.
Mitch with delay.
Mm, what means delay?
Retrasar.
Okay.
Retrasar un poquito. Delay.
Mm, my package is delayed for some problems in the advance.
Yeah, but the idea is to put the two verbs together. Delay. For example, I delay working on my thesis, or I delay uh, whatever thing that you don't do immediately, but you delay it for any reason.
Mm, I delayed working in my responsibilities because I got distracted.
Okay, that's with delay. How about deny, Mickey, please?
Mm, uh, can I play with her?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Can you repeat that, please?
Yes. They deny playing with her.
I deny. Yeah. Okay. I detest listening to my high school students saying bad words. The next one, Mitch, with discuss.
Um, I uh, mm, I finish discussing with my classmates because we start to agree together.
Yeah, you can also say, we have discussed working on the project, or I will discuss fixing some things. I discussed with my friends repairing the fence or whatever. You can use discuss as the first verb and then a second verb in gerund.
Okay.
Okay, then we have dislike. Thank you, Mitch. Dislike, Mickey, please.
Mm, I dislike eating an onion.
Eating onions, okay. Can you do enjoy, Mitch, please?
I enjoyed looking good movies.
I enjoy watching good movies, very good.
Watching good movies.
Mm, I haven't escaped working on Saturdays. Let's do face, Mickey, please.
Yes. Face.
Face is like confront.
Mm-hmm. Mm, they. In this case, for example, face. Well, is necessary to have a verb in energy next to face.
Yes, you confront. For example, the politician faced going to prison if he continued blackmailing his secretary.
Mm.
He faced going to prison. He faced having or meeting a person. He had to confront any situation.
Uh, he must face a meeting with his boss.
He must face meeting with his boss. Right. He must
Meeting with
face
his boss.
not the meeting, but meeting, the verb, the action of meeting with the boss.
Mm-hmm.
He must face meeting with the boss. Perfect. That's excellent. Fancy. I fancy. I like. I enjoy. I delight myself with. Mitch. I fancy. What do you
Fancy?
fancy? Yeah, I enjoy. For example, I fancy eating good food. I fancy drinking red wine on Saturdays. I fancy. I like. I enjoy. I delight.
I fancy go to the forest.
Going.
Going to the forest.
Perfect. Excellent. Very good. Then
Why
feel
going?
because these verbs admit a verb with the ing form after them. All of these
Okay,
verbs admit a verb or adjective phrase with ing at the end.
okay, okay.
Then, for example, the next one, Mickey, I feel like going, I feel like studying, I feel like working out, I feel
I
like
feel
swimming.
like I feel like watching TV.
Okay, very good. Then we finish, Mitch, please.
Uh, I finished working on all my projects.
Perfect. You did very well because you don't have to use the verb in present. You can use it in past tense, past perfect, whatever. Uh, for example, I can use give up in present perfect. I have never given up hoping to speak good German. Or I didn't give up learning more German. Or I will never give up learning and learning more about the German culture or language, whatever, right? So that's with give up. You can use any tense. Let's do it with involve, Mickey, please.
Involve. Could be like the same example using meeting. Um, I'm involved meeting tonight.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Or you can say that the situation involves, for example, what maybe some a friend tells you, Mickey, what does your business involve? Well, my business involves dealing with clients, shipping tennis shoes, buying tennis shoes, storing merchandise. It doesn't have to be a person, it can also be a situation. This business involves buying, selling, purchasing, storing, whatever, right? So not only a person, but also a situation. It involves,
It involves.
yeah. Yeah, I can tell you, Mickey, what does going to the gym involve? I mean, having a strict routine, what does it involve?
Mhm.
For what does it involve, Mickey, to go to the gym on a strict routine?
Mm, involves different type of exercise, focus on the different muscles,
Focusing.
focusing on the different muscles, training with tempos and weights.
Okay, it involves lifting weights. Yes,
Hmm.
very good. So all the verbs that follow this first verb go in gerund.
Okay.
Very good. Good example. Thank you. Keep on is to continue. I continue.
Mm,
I continued. I'm going to continue.
I I keeping on with my studies because I want to have a title and finish this.
Can you say with my studies with a verb? I keep on studying
I keep studying for myself,
by myself.
for myself.
Yes, very good. Excellent, excellent. With mention, you can use it in passive voice or you can use it in active voice, Mickey. Can you give an example, please, with mention?
With mint?
With mention.
Ah.
He mentioned or she mentioned, my friend mentioned.
Uh, my friend mentioned uh, uh, willing to the project.
Okay, very good. And then mind is if you care for something. Very good, Mickey. Thank you. If you care for something, or if you don't mind, if you don't care. I don't mind working on Sundays, for example. I don't mind, or I mind, or do you mind? So that's. I think that's more common, Mitch. Can you give an example, please, with mind?
Mine?
Yeah, mind.
Uh, um, I don't mind uh, feeding the or taking care of the dogs of other people for money.
Okay, perfect. Excellent example. I don't mind taking care of dogs for money. Perfect. Then I miss I miss chatting with my daughters, for example. I miss doing something. What do you miss and what you don't miss, Mickey, please, if you can say anything with that word miss.
Mm, I miss playing soccer with friends.
Okay, very good. And something you don't miss?
Mm, I don't miss uh, waking up at 5:50.
Okay, you don't miss that. Perfect. Very good. Let's talk about postpone, Mitch, please.
Um, Postpone can have an ing.
Not this verb, but the second verb. For example, I don't usually postpone going to the movies, or I don't usually postpone, or I never postpone going out with my friends. I never
Okay,
postpone, or I always, or I sometimes, whatever.
okay. I sometimes postpone uh, doing my homework instead. No. Ah, yes.
Okay, you said I sometimes postpone doing my homework. That's a good exercise, a good example. I'm sorry. Okay, now when you say practice, which in British English is with S and in American English is with C, I practice running 1 kilometer every 2 months or whatever. What do you normally practice, Mickey?
I practice playing the piano.
Perfect, very good. Put off is put aside, don't do. So, what do you normally put off, or what do you never put off, Mitch? Please
What means put off?
put off, put aside something you don't do,
Mm,
or you, yeah, but you can do it in affirmative, or you never put off. For example, I never put off an important activity or an urgent activity or whatever.
okay,
I'm
I
sorry, but it should be followed by a verb. For example, I never put off working on an important assignment.
okay. Uh, I never touch. Mm, I never put off eating rotten food.
Okay, very good, thank you. The next verb is resist, Mickey, please. What is it that you cannot resist, or what can you resist?
Mm, um, I cannot resist going.
Okay, very good. Then risk is arriesgar. I can't risk losing my money by playing in a casino, right? I can't risk, or I never risk losing my money if I go to a casino. I never risk my money. And well, I never risk losing my money. So the verb is risk, the second verb is losing. What would you say with risk, Mitch?
Risk. Uh, I I never I never risking my life for I don't know. Mm, I I'm not risking the work of my mates for how can I say soborno?
Bribe.
Right.
Let's see. Uh, can you say that again? I never risk wasting or losing my partner's work. I never risk losing or wasting or yeah, my partner's work. My partner's work for a bribe. For a bribe. The first verb is risk. The second goes in gerund. The second verb, losing or wasting, goes in gerund. Okay, so that's it. Okay, thank you. Let's do the next one, please. After risk, you have suggest. What do you suggest, Mickey?
Mm, I will suggest a nice birthday.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'd suggest what?
Yeah, organizing your day.
Perfect. I'd suggest organizing your day. Very good. Excellent. The next one and last one is understand. Uh, for example, some politicians don't understand working in teams. That's the verb understand as the main verb, and the second verb goes in gerund. Understand, and then working goes as a second verb in
Right?
gerund. Can you do another example like this, Mitch, with understand? With Mitch here, right? I don't know if Mitch is there. Are you there, Mitch?
Sorry, teacher, I had the microphone mute.
Oh, that's
Um,
okay, no problem. With understand.
my brother always understand result. I don't know. The the, the woman can understand. No.
Any say understand working, understand fixing, chatting, communicating, um, expressing, solving, resolving. So after the first verb understand, understand, fixing, understands, understands, he understands fixing difficult problems, right? He understands, she understands expressing difficult emotions or representing, drawing, transferring. She understands, she understands representing on paper all the difficult or hidden emotions. We can make lots of hidden emotions. How about this? Can you read this sentence, Mitch, please?
Mm, I'm. She understands representing on paper all the hidden emotions.
All the hidden emotions, yes. Okay. Okay, now let's do this, please. You can also put an object, not only the verb, but an object before the verb. Uh, as you can see this in this watch out. Can you read that, Mitch, please? Some of the verbs, nouns, and adjectives.
Some of the verbs, nouns, and adjectives in the list above can also be followed by an object before the ing form.
And for example, I can't stand, no puedo
I can
soportar.
start cheating in exams.
Exactly.
When we put a verb after a preposition, we almost always use an ing form. Ing form. I'm interested in hearing more about that course.
Exactly. For example, there is a verb which is not shown here, which is refrain from, abstenerse de, right? For example, I'm going to give you an example. I can't refrain, I can't refrain myself from. No me puedo abstener de, refrain, I can't refrain myself. No me puedo abstener de, from expressing my thoughts when there seems to be an abuse from someone. Can you read the sentence, Mickey, please?
I can refrain myself from expressing my thoughts when there seems to be abuse from someone.
Yes, and I'd like to ask your opinion about this, Mickey. I was in a meeting the other day at Liceo Cervantino, which is a school downtown, and they invited a pastor to express some thoughts, some ideas, and he said something like this. He told us an anecdote. He said there was a man running away from the soldiers, from the militiamen, and he got into the church. And these people from the military broke into the church with no permission, with no abusing. With these guys are really bad, and they took this man that was innocent and took him out of the church. They didn't ask us for permission, etc. He told us an anecdote in front of 100 students, and then he discredited the military, right, for a bad anecdote that probably is true, but he made a remark discrediting the military in front of 100 students without knowing what I later told him. Um, how would you feel if in the middle of the school someone came and discredited the teachers or discredited uh, any specific position, and you know that our family, your family, my family, our families have many teachers in the profession? Well, you wouldn't feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I was a little bit imprudent, but then the pastor said, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And then I raised my hand and I said, maybe a little bit imprudently, I told him, well, I honestly like the religious efforts very much. I think the religion is very good, and the initiatives that the people in religion have are fantastic. But I also think that the military is a great organization. Many of the children, the students here, have parents that are in the militia, and they are proud of their parents as military men. So, and I didn't continue saying, of course, we should not discredit the military in public, right? So, but I expressed my thoughts. I couldn't refrain myself from expressing my thoughts because he was putting down the people that maybe the parents of some of the students, surely, not maybe, surely the parents of some of these students are in the militia, are military men. What do you think of that, Mitch?
Mm, yeah, well, it is difficult because, yeah, like you said, probably the story is truth, but we can't generalize that all the people in the military are like this person, and I think that is a bad example of the, how do you say, priest?
Priests, yes, or pastor
Yeah,
priests.
in front of all those guys. tell that story and generalize that military in general is bad. And yeah, like you said, probably there are people who they're probably not their parents, probably yes, are there in the military and could feel until offended or feel bad about that situation.
Yes, exactly. So in this case, I couldn't refrain myself from expressing, and here expressing is in gerund, right? Because it goes after a preposition. I couldn't refrain myself from expressing my thoughts. What do you think of this, Mitch?
Mm, there's a lot of misunderstandings in general, and generalize in any subject could have more misunderstandings. Um, well, I think each person is a different word depending if a group of person have similar ideas, but they are not exactly the same. Um, Generalize about what I don't know how to say prejuicio.
Prejudices.
Prejudices. Prejudices?
Prejudices.
Prejudice?
Prejudice.
Well, you.
Prejudices. Prejudice.
Prejudices. Okay. Taking base of prejudices, they never can find out how the person is really thinking.
Exactly. And let me tell you something I like very much that you use this word correctly. Generalizing here can lead to misunderstanding. So you're using the application of the grammar perfectly also, which is very nice. So let's make just one more sentence about this. Detest. I detest. I detest um, people. Okay, what you say is people generalizing about specific, not detest generalizing. I detest people discrediting a good organization from a single episode, as Mickey was saying, right? You cannot generalize from a single episode because there are also single episodes in the church. I am a very religious person. I admire and I respect the church, the Catholic Church, but there have been one or two cases in which the priests have not behaved up to par, right? They have behaved a little bit bad or very bad. And that doesn't mean that the church is bad at all, right? So I should not discredit a good organization from a single episode.
Hmm.
So we could say discrediting an organization. If we change the structure of this, how would you say it if you started with the gerund? Discrediting an organization. How would you continue this sentence, Mickey or Mitch? Please.
Mm, I, uh, Describing an organization. Mm, Continue like the last sentence, teacher.
No, with your own thought, with your own idea about what is bad about discrediting an organization from a single episode. What can lead to confusion or can lead to miscommunication or can lead to
Mm,
what does
yeah.
can yes.
Discrediting an organization from a single episode uh, can lead to a bad idea of uh,
A bad
uh,
idea
yeah.
can lead to a bad idea. Okay,
Hmm.
perfect, very good. Okay, well, let's thank you very much, very good examples. Let's now show the next section, which is verb, noun, adjective, phrase, and full infinitive. So some verbs are followed by the opposite with the verb to, with the verb in infinitive, right? Like I was able to work, I was able to go, I was able to think, or I wasn't able, right? So these two charts are incredibly important because some of them, the first one gives you some verbs that are followed normally by the ing form, and the second one by the opposite with the verb to and infinitive. For example, I was able to understand, I was not able to understand, I was able to continue, I was not able to continue. I was able to what, for example, Mickey? Can you tell us two, three examples of what you were able to do? Anything.
I was able
teacher.
to
Yes, Mitch, yes.
I was able to go to the gym every day.
Okay. You were able to start your own company or business.
Hmm. I was able to learn a new language.
Perfect. What else were you able to?
Mm, I was able
To export to the US, to Arizona?
yeah.
Very good. And now let's do something that afford to. I can afford to, or I can't afford to. I can't, for example, I can't afford to. Okay, I can say this. At 56, I can't afford to waste any time, right? For example, in my case, at 56, I can't afford to waste any time. What else can we say with I can't afford? I can't afford
Mm, I can't afford a Ferrari right now
to buy a
to buy.
Ferrari. You can say also I can't afford a Ferrari, but if we wanted to put a verb, we could say to buy or to purchase a Ferrari, right?
Okay.
So the verb goes in infinitive. I can't afford to purchase, to buy. And agree to. So uh, can we agree? Can we agree to meet on Monday, for example? Right? Can we agree to work on Tuesday? Can we agree to go to the movies on Saturday? Can we agree to anything? What do you normally agree to with your people, with your friends, with your girlfriend, with your parents, with your neighbors? Can we agree to? Can you give
Uh,
examples? Yes.
can we go? You can we agree to go to the cinema?
Okay, perfect. Um, and then we agreed to what? We agreed to, for example, to live in Leon if we sold the house here. For example, I can say my my friends and I agreed to live in Leon if we managed to sell or if we sold the house here. That's an example. So people agreed to something, right?
Yeah.
Or if we agreed to buy another house if we sold this one, right? We agreed to buy a new house if we sold this one here. Okay, that's an example. Okay, very good. These are all verbs we arrange to. That's another one which is important. Let me. What did I do? Appear, appears, appears to. He appears to. He appears to love cars. What can you say with she? She appears to what?
She appears to Mm, to like cats.
To like cats. Very good.
Perfect.
Uh, you're back, Mitch. Okay. What would you say? They appear to what? They appear to
To being in the merchandise licensure
in the trading major. Very good.
mhm,
They appear to
major.
be in major. Yeah. What's your major? Oh, my major is marketing, or in
Okay.
the trading career, um, etc. So that's with appear. There is another one which is arrange. We arranged
Mm,
to, for example, we arranged to study 3 hours per week. We made that arrangement, that agreement, and that's a nice arrangement, nice agreement. They arranged to meet in the park, whatever, right? So, can you give an example, Mickey and Mitch?
Mm,
they arranged to clean the street.
To clean the street, perfect. Mitch,
they arrange to uh, how can I say reunirse? Meet?
reunite or meet or get
Uh,
together,
reunite to do the project at 4.
perfect. At 4, okay, perfect. Okay, Mitch, Mickey, well, let's finish here, please. I got another class, and when can we meet again? I don't know if you were able to check if we had more pending hours this week.
I think
I
that
was not.
I think that we just have one pending hour, and that's all.
Just one pending hour. So, do you think we can do 4 hours next week,
Yes, teacher.
or
There's a problem.
you? Is not a problem. Okay,
No.
so why don't we do the first one on Monday, and then on Monday we decide on the other three? How about that, Mickey, Mitch?
Yes, teacher is good.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I wish you a happy weekend then. See you on Monday, and you guys take care.
Thank you very much,
Thank
teacher.
you,
You as
teacher.
well.
Take care.
Thank you for your
Ah,
time.
sorry, teacher. A ranch is like a grief?
Very similar. Arrange, yes,
Mm.
it's like make an agreement. We arrange to go to the movies. We arrange to meet in the park. We arrange, yes. We make
What is
the
the
arrangement.
difference?
Arrange means that you also made some actions towards that. It's not that you agreed. Okay, we agreed, but I also made some arrangements. Yes, I bought some sandwiches to go to the park. The other person made some type of effort or some type of activity to go to the park. So it's not only that you made an agreement, but you also made some actions towards that.
Mm,
Arranged. I make the necessary preparation or actions to do that action, to do that activity.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but we make some more examples with this chart, this one here, Mitch, on Monday because it's very interesting. Both the first one and the second one are very useful for very extremely useful charts because they will allow us to make full phrases in the correct way. And this is a problem more or less common in advanced levels, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
we say the infinitive where it should go a gerund, and we say a gerund where it should go an infinitive. And there are cases where both of them are acceptable, but not always. So we can continue more on this topic on Monday if you like.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
It is perfect. Thank you very much.
Well,
Thank
enjoy
you,
your
teacher.
weekend. Take care. Good talking to you, and see you on Monday. Nice weekend, Mitch, Mickey.
Thank you,
Enjoy.
Have a
teacher.
great
Take
day,
care.
teacher.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Take
Thank you
care.
for your time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.